Well, hello, Michael here. Looking again today at Psalms 37, specifically verse 11 through to 15 for the exposition. The psalm, which is titled, He Will Not Forsake His Saints. Let's go ahead and read those verses. Verse 11, But the meek shall inherit the earth, and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace. Verse 12, The wicked plotteth against the just, and gnasheth upon him with his teeth. Verse 13, The Lord shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming. Verse 14, The wicked have drawn out the sword, and have bent their bow, to cast down the poor and needy, and to slay such as be of upright conversation. Verse 15, Their sword shall enter their own heart, and their bows shall be broken. And so we're going to look to the treasure of David for the exposition. Verse 11, But the meek shall inherit the earth. Above all others, they shall enjoy life. Even if they suffer, their consolation shall overtop their tribulations. By inheriting the land is meant obtaining covenant privileges and the salvation of God. Such as are truly humble shall take their lot with the rest of the heirs of grace, to whom all good things come by a sacred birthright, and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace. Peace they love, and peace they shall have. If they find not abundance of gold, abundance of peace will serve their turn far better. Others find joy in strife, and thence arise their misery in due time. But peace leads on to peace, and the more a man loves it, the more shall it come to him. In the halcyon period of the latter days, when universal peace shall make glad the earth, the full prophetic meaning of words like these will be made plain. There's a synopsis of verse 12 to 15, saying, Here is the portrait of a proud oppressor armed to the teeth. Verse 12, The wicked plotteth against the just. Why can he not let the good man alone? Because there is enmity between the serpent's seed and the seed of woman. Why not attack him fairly? Why plot and scheme? Because it is according to the serpent's nature to be very subtle. Plain sailing does not suit those who are on board of the Apollyon, and gnashed upon him with his teeth. The wicked show by their gestures what they would do if they could. If they cannot gnaw, they will gnash. If they may not bite, they will at least bark. This is precisely what the graceless world did with that just one, the Prince of Peace. Yet he took no vengeance upon them, but like a silent lamb, received injuries in patience. Verse 13, The Lord shall laugh at him. The godly man needs not trouble himself, but leave well-deserved vengeance to be dealt out by the Lord, who will utterly deride the malice of the good man's enemies. Let the proud scorn and gnash his teeth and foam at the mouth. He has one to deal with who will look down upon him and his ravings with serene contempt. For he seeth that his day is coming. The evil man does not see how close his destruction is upon his heels. He boasts of crushing others, when the foot of justice is already uplifted to trample him as the mire of the streets. Sinners, in the hand of an angry God, and yet plotting against his children. Poor souls, thus to run upon the point of Jehovah's spear. Verse 14, The wicked have drawn out the sword. They hold their weapon out of its sheath, and watch for a time to use it, and have bent their bow. One weapon is not enough. They carry another ready for action. They carry so strong a bow that they have trodden upon it to bend it, they will lose nothing for want of force or readiness to cast down the poor and needy. These are their game, the objects of their accursed malice. These cowards attack not their equals, but seek out those excellent ones, who, from the gentleness of their spirit and the poverty of their estates, are not able to defend themselves. Note how our meek and lowly Lord was beset by cruel foes, armed with all manner of weapons to slay him, and to slay such as be of upright conversation. Nothing short of the overflow and death of the just will content the wicked. The sincere and straightforward are hated by the crafty schemers who delight in unrighteousness. See then the enemies of the godly doubly armed, and learn how true were our Lord's words. If ye were of the world would love its own. But because ye are not of this world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. Verse 15. Their sword shall enter their own heart. Like Haman, they shall be hanged upon the gallows built by themselves for Mordecai. Hundreds of times has this been the case. Saul, who sought to slay David, fell on his own sword, and the bow, his favorite weapon, the use of which he taught the children of Israel, was not able to deliver him at Gilboa. And their bows shall be broken, their inventions of evil shall be rendered useless. Malice outwits itself. It drinks the poisoned cup which is mixed for another, and burns itself in the fire which it kindled for its neighbors. Why need we fret at the prosperity of the wicked, when they are so industriously ruining themselves, while they fancy they are injuring the saints? The next 9 verses mainly describe the character and blessedness of the godly, and the light is brought out with a few black touches descriptive of the wicked and their doom. Yes, indeed. Trust you enjoyed the meditation. Michael here declaring yet again, Jesus is Lord. Until next time, be blessed.